Social Security remains a pressing issue that Congress must address urgently. Representative Larson emphasized that while many can point fingers in various directions, the bottom line is that Congress needs to act. He highlighted the necessity for Congress to vote on matters concerning Social Security, stressing that inaction could lead to significant consequences for millions of Americans. Donald Trump, now the president, has called for tax cuts for people on Social Security, a move that has been welcomed by some. Larson praised these calls, noting that similar tax cuts have been part of their proposals for the past decade. However, he differentiated his approach by stating that his proposals include funding mechanisms to prevent the Social Security Fund from being bankrupted, contrasting with Trump's proposals which lack such funding plans. Larson played a full video clip of Representative Larson's recent speech in Congress, where Larson addressed the long-overdue need for Congress to take action on Social Security. He pointed out that Richard Nixon was the last president to enhance Social Security in 1971 and criticized Congress for neglecting its responsibility since then. Larson underscored that Social Security is more than just a pension program. It is a critical economic development tool that injects over $200 million monthly into each congressional district, bolstering local economies. He further explained that Social Security supports 70 million Americans, including retirees, widows, children, and disabled individuals. Additionally, veterans rely more on Social Security disability insurance than on the VA for their benefits. Larson argued that Social Security serves as the best economic development program in the country, ensuring that funds circulate back into the economy rather than accumulating as personal wealth. Larson called on Congress to act immediately, highlighting the long-term implications of continued inaction. He noted that without legislative intervention, the Social Security Fund faces drastic cuts, potentially leaving millions of Americans below the poverty line. He contrasted this with the proposals he supports, which aim to sustain and enhance Social Security without bankrupting the fund. Transitioning to Trump's position, Larson outlined 10 key points regarding the future of Social Security under Trump's presidency. Despite Trump's rhetoric on tax cuts and potential changes to Social Security, he has not yet implemented any significant actions. However, Larson remains hopeful that substantial changes may occur soon. The first point Larson discussed is the current status of Social Security's financial health. He explained that Social Security generates income through a 12.4% tax on earned income, interest on its asset reserves, and taxation of Social Security benefits. However, the program faces a long-term funding shortfall of $2.32 trillion projected through 2098, an increase from previous estimates. This shortfall raises concerns about the program's sustainability over the coming decades. Another critical issue Larson highlighted is the potential for sweeping benefit cuts, which could be up to 21% in 8 years if no action is taken. While this provides some reassurance for the next 8 years, the looming threat of significant benefit reductions underscores the urgency for legislative intervention. Demographic shifts are also a major factor contributing to Social Security's financial woes. Larson pointed out a 58% decline in legal migration to the U.S. over a quarter century, rising income inequality, and historically low birth rates. These factors result in fewer people in the workforce contributing to Social Security, exacerbating the funding shortfall. Larson discussed Trump's understanding of the complexities involved in changing Social Security. He referenced Trump's past statements indicating that substantial changes to Social Security could jeopardize electoral support, given that 70 million recipients could influence election outcomes. This suggests that any significant alterations to Social Security would require careful consideration of their political ramifications. One of Trump's notable proposals includes allowing Americans to dedicate a portion of their payroll taxes to personal Social Security accounts that they could invest in stocks and bonds. While this idea aims to strengthen Social Security through privatization, previous attempts during George W. Bush's presidency did not succeed, raising questions about the feasibility of such changes under Trump's administration. Efficiency in managing Social Security's Disability Insurance Trust Fund is another area where Trump has shown interest. Over 4 consecutive years, White House budget proposals have projected significant savings for the Social Security program, although the exact impact of these measures remains uncertain. Trump has also intimated a desire to eliminate the taxation of Social Security benefits, which would increase monthly checks for around half of all retired workers. However, this change could result in an estimated $943 billion loss in collectible income for Social Security over 10 years, potentially accelerating the depletion of its asset reserves. Despite these discussions, Larson remains cautious. He pointed out that maintaining the status quo is likely, given the lack of bipartisan cooperation in Congress over the past decades. Even with Republicans controlling both houses of Congress, significant changes to Social Security would require bipartisan support, which has been virtually non-existent. In conclusion, while there is hope that President Trump might implement meaningful changes to Social Security, significant challenges remain. The program faces substantial financial shortfalls, demographic shifts, and potential policy changes that could have far-reaching impacts on millions of Americans. Larson urges Congress to act decisively to ensure the sustainability and integrity of Social Security for future generations. Additionally, it's important to recognize the human aspect of these discussions. Encouraging messages, such as reminding individuals of their inherent worth and the importance of being oneself, underscore the broader social implications of policy decisions. As debates continue, the well-being and security of millions depend on the actions taken by Congress and the administration. For more updates on Social Security and related policies, staying informed and engaged in the political process is crucial. Ensuring that Congress fulfills its responsibility to act on Social Security will safeguard the financial security of countless Americans now and in the future. Expanding the discussion, future directions and solutions. Looking forward, several research-based solutions could help address the looming Social Security challenges. Experts suggest a combination of measures to enhance the program's sustainability. One approach is gradually increasing the payroll tax rate or lifting the cap on taxable earnings. Currently, earnings above a certain threshold are not subject to Social Security taxes, and adjusting this cap could generate additional revenue without significantly impacting middle-income workers. Another proposal involves raising the retirement age in line with increased life expectancies. As people live longer, extending the age at which individuals become eligible for full benefits can help reduce the strain on the system. Additionally, indexing benefits to wage growth rather than price inflation could better align Social Security with the overall economic landscape, ensuring that benefits remain adequate over time. Enhancing the investment strategies of the Social Security Trust Fund is also under consideration. Diversifying investments to include a broader range of assets could potentially increase returns, although this approach carries its own risks and would require careful regulatory oversight to protect beneficiaries' interests. Moreover, promoting policies that encourage higher birth rates and greater workforce participation, particularly among underrepresented groups, can help mitigate the demographic challenges facing Social Security. Supporting family-friendly workplace policies and investing in education and training programs can expand the labor pool, increasing contributions to the system. International comparisons offer valuable insights as well. Countries like Sweden and the Netherlands have implemented mixed systems that combine public pensions with private savings options, providing a balanced approach to retirement security. Adopting similar models could offer a path forward for the United States, blending the strengths of public assurance with the benefits of individual investment. Finally, fostering bipartisan collaboration is essential for any meaningful reform. Engaging stakeholders from both sides of the aisle, along with experts and the public, can help build consensus on sustainable solutions. Transparent discussions about the trade-offs and long-term benefits of proposed changes will be crucial in overcoming political hurdles and ensuring the future viability of Social Security. By considering these multifaceted strategies, policymakers can work towards a more resilient and equitable Social Security system. Addressing the financial, demographic, and political challenges with informed and cooperative efforts will be key to securing the program's future for generations to come.